In the previous two videos, we had a look at global filtering and column filtering with React Table. In this video, let's take a look at a few additional points with respect to filtering and React Table. The first one is regarding the column filter. At the moment, you can see that we have a column filter for every column in the table. Now, what if we don't want a filter on the ID column? So back in columns.js file, let me just remove the filter property from the ID column. If we take a look at the browser though, our app is now broken. So you cannot simply remove the filter property from a column. If you want to disable filtering for ID, you need to add another property called disable filters and set it to true. If we now take a look at the browser, you can see that the ID column does not have the filter input anymore. So, to disable filtering, use the disable filters property on the particular column. That is the first point I wanted to cover. The second point is about the default column property. At the moment, you can see that we have the filter property equal to column filter. And this is the same for every single column in the table. Wouldn't it be better if we can specify this property once and ask React Table to add it to every column? It definitely would, and that is where the default column comes into picture. In filtering table component, after declaring data, we can define another constant called default column. This is again going to be equal to use memo. And the first argument is the creator function, and the second argument is an empty array. Just like columns and data. But this time, what we are returning is an object with properties that need to be applied to every column in the table. So return an object where we have the filter property, and this is going to be equal to column filter. This default column will then be passed into the useTable hook after data in the first argument. Default column. This effectively is the same as specifying a filter property equal to column filter for every column in the table. So we can now remove the filter property from each column in columns.js. Take a look at the browser, and the UI remains unaffected. So that is the second point I wanted to cover. Use default column when you have to specify a common key value pair for every column in your React table. The third and final point I wanted to cover is about debouncing your filter functionality. At the moment, the filtering is performed on every key up event in your global and column filters. It's fine for now, but if you have thousands of rows, the table might not be as performant as you want it to be. The solution is to debounce your onChange event in the filters. For that, we make use of the useAsync debounce hook from React Table. So let's add debouncing to our global filter. The code needs to be slightly modified. At the top, import useState from React, and also import useAsync debounce from React Table. Then in the component, create a state variable whose initial value will be equal to the filter value. So value, set value, and the initial value is the filter value. In the next line, we define the onChange handler. And over here, we make use of the debounce hook from React Table. use async debounce. We get access to the changed value, and we set the filter value equal to the updated value or undefined, but only after 1 second since the last onChange event was fired. In the JSX, value is now equal to value, and onChange we set the state variable to the new input value, and at the same time fire the onChange handler that we have defined. If we now go back to the browser, I want you to observe how the filtering behaves. I'm going to type in the first name without a pause, and you can see the filter function runs 1 second after I've stopped typing. Ideally, you would want around 300 to 400 milliseconds delay, but I've set it to 1 second for the purpose of this demo. So that is the third point I wanted to cover. Make use of the async debounce hook when you want to filter data. Alright, that is pretty much what I have about filtering with React Table. In the next video, let's focus on pagination. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.